How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So we're going to go over a trauma kit, specifically one that I really like and really enjoy. Recently upgraded from an older model, which I will show you, and why I think this kit is superior. So specifically, this is a Blue Force Gear trauma kit now. This is their micro trauma kit. So their smallest one that they offer, but honestly, don't let the name say micro, kind of push towards, there's probably not a lot of stuff into it, because you can get a lot of stuff with this. One, you can specifically buy the kit that is already created. They have, I think, 3 different tiers, which is like their moderate, and then it goes all the way up until their advanced model. Or you can get it just blank and feed it and put everything in it yourself, which is what I did. I don't often recommend that to people, but I had a ton of medical stuff like literally laying around from all different kits that I've put together, and I have a really good understanding of medical and what is required in it. So I just went ahead, bought the blank, and built it myself. So just to give you a quick rundown, this is a Blue Alpha Gear belt. Now this is an inner and outer belt with a Cobra buckle. I'm not going to go over the belt too much, but this is the typical rig that I'm running it on. So the cool thing about this particular kit, now I get it here, you can kind of see there's an issue, but when it actually is around me, around my waist, there's a lot more room, that is available. So at the moment, we'll just, take this weapon system off for now just to show you a little bit better. So you have 2 pull tabs on either side. Now this is a full sheath that goes over it, which is really nice, as you can pull from either the left or the right, which this is on the back side, and you can just literally pull this, and there's the kit itself right there. So this contains everything you need to. There is Velcro on the back, which Velcro is on the inside of this. Now before we push into the kit itself, very interestingly enough, is you can actually change out the colors of which you prefer. You can put a reflective one in, you can go black with it if you like, or blue, and myself, I specifically went with red, just because, trauma kit, I think that it should be red. If you need to go, less like noticeable or something like that, then I would highly recommend going with a flat dark earth or something else like that. So let's get this kind of off to the side and push into the kit itself. Now this is reasonably pretty small, but I have packed it with a lot of stuff. Now this is probably the max I would go in this kit. So like I said, when you pull it out from either angle, you have a small pull tab in the front that you can pull this and it will pretty much fall apart. Now there's 2 things that I have quick access to, so it would fall apart, which is specifically I have gauze, which is the very thin kind, and then a nasopharyngeal airway. Now these 2 are not, they could be put in the elastic, but all the rest of this stuff is held on there except for the gloves that just shot out, but has proper elastic around it. So, show you specifically what I am talking about, or what I have in here. Now you're gonna need, if you're gonna build this yourself, you're gonna need, specific items. Now you can't just throw, like, say, an Israeli bandage or anything like that into this kit, because it's kind of designed to work with the smaller base stuff. So, first off, up here is the H&H Mini Compress Bandage. Now this one is probably what you're going to need to run if you want to run a compressed bandage. It's very thin, works extremely well. So I have frog tape as well underneath that. Really good tape. I really prefer this stuff. Duct tape works pretty well too. Medical tape kind of works. I mean, it can work if needed. Also, for decompression needle for tension pneumothorax, if necessary. If you don't have training with this, I would not recommend carrying it. Just go out, get the proper training, know how to use it and when to use it. Also, I have combat gauze right here, which I know some people are complaining about combat gauze. It's not as effective. You need to upgrade. but honestly, it works very well, worked for a long time. I don't have a need to upgrade just yet. And then lastly, this is a wound seal kit, one of the very small ones. This is by H&H as well. So as you can see, here is now the blank. So this is all that it has, which it has a bit of elastic here as well, and then you actually have two little loops. You can put a Sharpie in this side, and then your decompression needle over there as well. So kind of like they said, a micro trauma kit, but this has and holds everything, in my opinion, that you would need to at least stop bleeding. Now, of course, I run a tourniquet on the left side of my belt as well, right here, and then along on my plate carrier, I run two other tourniquets, and then normally one in my lower pant leg pocket of my uniform or upper, depending on what I am specifically doing. Now, I get it, that's a lot of tourniquets. Normally, two for me, two for you, or however many you decide. Now, this is going to determine or be determined based upon your job, your needs, what you want, or what you're doing with it. So what I upgraded from, which of course this is what I was just talking about, but I originally was running the VanQuest Fat Pack. This is the mini one. Now, this was a good pack. I really enjoyed this and used this thing for years and years. I mean, honestly, thinking about it, I probably used this kit for 6 years. Which it was nice is they had the quick release, which I had built in, is you would just pop it, and then these two MOLLE strips come out, and then the kit would fall away from you. Now, I have them lanyarded in so I don't lose them, but this kit would fall off of you, and then you could just grab the front and rip it down, which it's a little dusty now. And kind of the same design, like a little bit you can see, but this would also open up, and then you'd have this. They're crazy dusty and dirty because I've been on multiple deployments with this thing. Like I said, I've actually used it, but then you have your full contents in here as well. I really like this kit, and don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on VanQuest because they make very good products, but vertically on the belt itself, it was starting to get a little bit big, especially the top and the bottom itself. Let me put these in real quick so it's not the quick detach. So it's starting to get annoying. I wanted to run it on the side, but the MOLLE didn't allow it, and I was taking a look at specifically the blue Force Gear micro trauma kit, and it's really nice. I really enjoy it because it's that small package. Now, granted, I don't get a full Israeli bandage with this kit. That's pretty much the only thing that I do not get going to this, but I can carry an Israeli bandage somewhere else on me. I have multiple different plate carrier setups that I'll probably roll in random footage of where I keep things, but ultimately, I really enjoy this kit, and that's why I'm putting it out there. Also, was not given this kit at all. None of this stuff on the table at all was given to me in any way. This is all my own money. This is all my own opinion. My opinion cannot be bought. So when I'm telling you something, it really is me talking about the product, because if I think something sucks, then I'm going to say that. So if you guys like this and enjoy this type of stuff and want to see more, overviews now, of course, this kit hasn't been used too much yet. But of course, as time goes on, I will do an update. If it works really well, I'll tell you about it. If it fails, if it's terrible, then we'll transition to something else, and I will tell you about it. So if you're interested in those kind of updates and want to see more gear, preparedness mindset, Minuteman kit, all that kind of stuff, definitely like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it if you want to assist monetarily. You can always do Patreon or PayPal. But if you don't, that's okay. Keep enjoying the content. Other than that, I hope all y'all have a great day.